Today I want to talk about running game. Running game on women, running game on men. I brought it up because this little video came across my feed. I think one of the big channels ran it and it came across, I think it was Spiritual Word. And it kind of annoyed me because it's a young man that is giving really bad advice to other men. And on the other hand, making women think that they actually want what he's selling. And it's pushing information from a blue pill perspective. And even though it sounds like the guy's spitting facts because he speaks well, listen, man, a young man giving advice to other men and women isn't exactly something I would endorse. And when I see a young man giving advice that is bad, I gotta call it out. And that's why I'm gonna show you this video and then we're gonna critique it. As a man who ran game pretty much all his life, I'm telling you, it's not the best advice to give to other young men. Or, ladies, you shouldn't listen to this type of advice. And the women that are listening to it, they'll give him praises. But in the end, you always got to remember, gentlemen, it's not what a woman says, it's what she reacts to. That's the important part. What she reacts to. All right? So women might say, oh, I want a nice guy. But who's the guy that she actually feels connected to and runs back to? That's the guy that gives her a little bit of stress and problem. And that happens time and time and time and time again. Sometimes, of course, I think, game I ran in my day was, hey, that doesn't apply to today's environment. But the more I see things happening today and the amount of relationships that have failed, my game would run 10 times better than most of these guys. Because this isn't it. So anyway, let's get into it. Give me a thumbs up on the video before we start, of course, and let me bring you this young man. This young man, his channel is D the Don. D the Don. All right, cool. All right, brother. Let's hear what you have to say, man.
This method that some men use, and it's typically known as the 3-month rule. And before we get into it, I can speak on it because, unfortunately, yes, I have done it. I know I was a shitty ass human being for doing it. It's super manipulative, but this shit is foolproof. This shit worked. And I'm taking full accountability for it. I don't live that life anymore. And if you can't change something, embrace it. So I'm going to embrace it by giving y'all the game so y'all can peep up on it. So from the first time y'all make contact, this man is giving you, boom, 100%. He'll text you first and he's consistent with it. The compliments, endless. This man is in love with you. He think you're the most beautiful person on the planet. He's always available. You can random FaceTime him, and he's always picking up the phone. He tells you when he's going somewhere. He might even give you his location. Oh, he might even send you some money on. And this isn't just 1, 2, 3. No, he's consistent with it. That's the key, is consistency. That's what women fall in love with, consistency. And he'll fight through the phases you trying to play hard to get. Maybe you got certain boundaries from past relationships. He gonna respect them all. He might not even try to fuck.
No, women do not fall in love with consistency. The absolute opposite. We know that the addiction comes from the randomness. We know that is what affects people's brains.
Why women love bad boys. Bad boys are a challenge for us. As girls, I think whether we want to admit it or not, we like to nurture people and see them grow. Okay, some people think women are attracted to the bad boy because we have daddy issues, and well, that is a thing. Without getting too heavy, a lot of women, if they have poor relationships with their fathers, always seek that kind of negligent love in their boyfriends. And that is one reason why women go for the bad boy. Sometimes, however, it has absolutely nothing to do with their fathers. Sometimes women go after the unattainable bad boy because they want to be the reason that he changes. Or like I mentioned earlier, they are nurturers and they want to, in a sense, save the bad boy from himself. But people don't change unless they want to or the incentive is big enough. The bad boy is also the face of a person who would rather not commit to a relationship. So there are many types of bad boys and girls respond to them differently. The bad boy usually holds the power because they usually care the least. And it's in the sense that they're so detached from their feelings that they can take a girl or leave her. And for a girl, this means he holds the power in the relationship, which then causes her to chase him.
So That's where you've gone wrong, my brother. You are right on one thing. When people, not just men, but when people meet each other, they want to put their best foot forward. They're excited about meeting each other and getting to know each other. So what you're saying is actually factual. The excitement is there. Everybody's giving their 100%. Both sides. Because if both parties aren't giving their 100%, it doesn't look like you're interested. If you don't look like you're interested, most people just say, okay, move on. The woman will say, move on to the next. And I'm talking about two people who are actually interested in each other. Let's proceed.
And now you think you done got the one. You think you done got the love of your life. You so proud of yourself. Oh, I stood on business. I never settled and I finally got him. No, baby. Nah, this just a start. So now that he knows that he got you, boom, he dropping to 95%. But you don't know this because that 5%, it's not too much of a difference from what he was doing. And then boom, he drops it to 90%. And some women notice it, majority of women don't. Most of the time, the delusion that you got from him putting in 100% is still in there. So y'all not really finna peep. And then boom, he drops it to 80. And you notice this one, but you're not ready to say nothing yet. You assume that you just overthinking. You don't want to self-sabotage a good relationship that you don't found. So boom, now he drops it to 75. And you speak on this one. You reach out to him and you like, hey, what's going on? You seem a little distant. Is everything cool? You just seem a little off. This shit is so devious. Now the man's response would typically be, I'm just dealing with a lot. When I'm going through stuff, I just like to isolate. When my energy low, I just like to distance myself so it don't rub off on you. Okay, so boom, he knows you peep the shift, so he bumps it back up to 75. And you're grateful. You happy about this 5%.
It's the same thing women do. It's the same game women play. We hear it here all the time. Women run game more than men run game on them these days. You know why? Because women have tons of options.
Fun fact, you guys, women cheat way more than men. So if
Wait,
you
what
women
happened?
out there,
How did we
no,
get
because
there?
you're saying as a wife, it's like, oh, now you're cheating. And now women love to play the victim and we love to be like, men cheat so much. I know way more women who cheat way more than men and way more slicker and get away with it way more quicker than these men because women.
Tons. Men don't have those options. We know this from live data on dating sites. Dating sites, we know women swipe right.
So on Tinder, women like the profiles of only 4% of the men. Men, when they see female profiles, they swipe right or like more than 60%. I would imagine that 4% is very high up on what you're calling the success hierarchy. I have a friend, a good-looking guy, who was very active on Tinder for a while, and he accumulated more than 20,000 matches on the app.
20,000.
20,000. And
well, he's in Genghis Khan territory with 20,000.
But that's not the typical male experience.
No, the typical male experience is all rejection.
Nothing.
Men don't get into play. So, bro, you're off. You're off in your valuation. Women have a lot more room to play with. The men that he's referring to are the top men that are desired by more than one woman, by tons of women. These are the Pookies and the Ray Rays. These are the Chads. These are the Tyrones. These are the guys that have options. They'll play you, but they play everybody. But in the end, women have options.
You like, oh, he's putting back in effort. I knew he cared about me. Whoop. Just feeding the delusion. But oh boy, 5% is nothing. From 70 to 75, that's what a couple FaceTime calls today. He gonna keep chopping. It's gonna keep getting lower. You probably at 65, 60, 55% by now. You say something again, and get what he do? Bump it back up 5 more %. And you still grateful because you communicated something and he changed. But it's 5%, shawty. That's nothing. And he's just gonna keep chopping it. At this point, you at like 20%. But you so desperate to get back to that 100% that you thought were real. You like, please give me anything. And get what he do? He give you another 5%. And you still happy. Like, do y'all catch what's going on? The whole point of it is like this manipulative push and pull method. Like, give you a little bit, take a little bit more. But every time he's taking more and more away. He could be at nothing, 0%. And you will be happy with that 5%. And I'm going to give y'all an example just so I can peep how small 5% is. It's that random text you get. Hey, shawty, just thinking about you. Hope your day going well. How your mama doing? It could be a random swipe up on the story. You know what I'm saying? Some hard eyes. Some, hey, you look gorgeous right here. Woo. Take this shit down. Woo. Like, the game has always been the game. And the only way to beat this is to believe him when he shows you who he is. A man that cares about you he's not going a day without talking to you. There's no way that he's finna cut communication because he going through something. He gonna want you a part of that.
No, no, no. You don't get there and start. You gentlemen, you do not be texting a girl every day. You don't do that shit. No, no. Because what are you going to get? You're going to get a woman who's going to be going, why is he doing this again? Why? Why is he calling me? You know, my man, he calls me like 5 times a day. It's just annoying, you know? It's just so annoying. You're going to get that. You're going to get this.
On a girls trip and my husband calls me every hour. Yeah, I let the dogs out. That's good, baby. Yeah, had to leave peed and pooped. Oh, that's good, baby. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, love you. Okay, bye, baby. FaceTimes again. Hey, I'm ordering dinner. That's good, baby. Every time. Just keep amping him. That's good, baby. Leave me alone, baby. I'm on a girls trip and my husband calls me every hour. Yeah, I let the dogs out.
Leave me alone, baby. That is what you're going to get. Oh, if he's not calling you 3, 4, 5 times a day. Hell no, gentlemen. You do not do that shit. No. She don't go on girls' trips, by the way. So that would be a no-no. Definitely no-no. If she go on girls' trip, she's not your woman, get rid of her. Okay? Dave says, dude, leave. She's talking as though he's a pet. 200% that she's cheating. Absolutely. Because every woman who feels that she now has the man has nothing else to accomplish. Then he becomes her little biatch. Tete says this is a woman, laughing my ass off. All the men on here saying she's toxic and he should leave her. She's just saying how attached they are to each other. She's on a girls' trip and they probably live together. He really should be giving her some space, but you can obviously see how close they are by how comfortable he feels calling all the time when missing her. Stop trying to dictate and villainize other people's relationships. So this is another woman just covering up for this woman being on a girls' trip. Don't fall for this crap, man. Oh, he probably should be giving her some more space. That's her way of saying, why the hell he keeps calling her? Gentlemen, learn to read between the lines when women write crap like this, okay? This woman, lots of red flags. She's gonna cheat eventually. Trust me, if she's not doing it right now, she will cheat because she has disdain and lack of respect for her husband or her man. I don't know if they're married. This gentleman says, hopefully he sees this and immediately bails because she doesn't love him. Precisely. When a woman disrespects you on this level, that, my friend, is a true indication that the relationship is coming to an end. Ben Hornered said, I would divorce this chick in a blink. Yeah. Ed said, what poor soul married this creature? Ashton Masterson said, he loves you and you're bashing him for it? And Dark Gable says, dissing your person in public, online, no class. And this is why I said a young man in the beginning gave bad advice. Because anytime you start showering a woman with that amount of attention and adulation, she don't appreciate it. That's why good men fail at relationships.
$1 million to kiss the prettiest girl in the world. Well, obviously, I'm the prettiest girl in the world and get $1 million. You're not. That's okay. Don't. I don't care what you're saying.
You gotta be a little asshole every single day to keep them inspired and keep them interested. You know how many good guys call me on a daily basis who tell me that their wives, girlfriends are leaving them, and they're good guys. These are good, average dudes. I want you to watch this last video. Yes, it's a bit of a comedic piece, but it makes you understand what you should never ever do.
I'm married. People think I'm the boss, but she's actually the boss.
Wait, take the kids to the toilet. They want to go to the toilet.
I'm married. I have to follow the skincare that she tells me.
Put some sunscreen on your face before we get out.
I'm married. I'm married. She makes all the decisions.
Italian or Chinese? Italian. Italian.
I'm married, and I'm her personal assistant.
Come and take a photo. Come and take a photo of me and the kids. Come on.
I'm married. People think I'm the boss, but
this, gentlemen, is what happens when you make them take control. You then become the assistant, the biatch in the relationship. You know how many married men I know walk around like this? And I can guarantee you, practically every single one of them are being cheated on. Anytime you get a woman like this that you saw, you're in trouble as a man because your manhood has been taken away from you. And so, once she start wearing the pants, trust me, she's going to throw that dick anywhere she wants to throw it. Metaphorical dick. Get me? In other words, she wears the pants. Your life is no longer your own. A woman wants a man who's a protector, provider, who's a leader, stronger than her, more aggressive, more assertive than her. When she excels beyond you in that point and you take the second step down, your demise is inevitable, my friend. You got to step that back. You got to pull it back slowly. You can't do it all at once. You just got to start saying, no, shit, what? You think I'm your assistant? No, the kids can do that on their own. No, we're going to eat. I want Chinese. You want another type of food? Yeah, go on, go do it. I want this type of food. Put your foot down, gentlemen. Don't do this in your relationship. And if you're in that position, change it. Start changing it slowly. Because I can tell you, without a doubt, it's not going to end up in a pretty place. I do not do that in my marriage. No, hell no. My wife can be extremely aggressive in a lot of ways, but I do not tolerate that at all. She know that she married a Caribbean man. I don't tolerate that shit. Nope. She want to walk, you walk. But 19 years, she haven't even mentioned it once. The day she mentioned it, I just say, yeah, sure, there's a door. Don't let it hit you on the way out. But this idea that you have to, be there, that sweet guy. Oh, listen, I'm just going to keep this short. You understand what I'm saying, guys. Okay? Give me a thumbs up on this video on your way out. Okay? Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, guys, whenever in doubt, always, I stole the man. We've been there, man. Okay? I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.